Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss different types of area problems. So we will do a lot of examples. So at the end of the previous video, I discussed that there are three types of area problems. So the first type is the simple ones where we figure out area below a function and above the x-axis. So in the first or second quadrant, and those are like simple problems. And then there are second category of problems where we figure out area between fx and x-axis. So the function can be above the x-axis or below the x-axis. So in this case, if you want to figure out the total area, so you need to figure out the different intersections of the function with the x-axis, and you can individually find the areas of different pieces and add the absolute value of all the pieces together. And one thing also we discussed that if you just evaluate this integral from a to d fx dx, so that value would not be same as the area, because that will give you the net effect. But if you are interested in total area, you need to you need to evaluate all the definite integrals from a to b, b to c, c to d separately, and then add the magnitude of those areas together. Because if you have a curve under the x-axis, so that integral is going to be negative in the end. So that's why we have to add all the absolute values together. And the last third type is when we find area between two functions. So in this case, it's very important that you first find the point of intersection of two curves, and then you figure out area from a to b fx minus gx dx. So we basically do a to b upper function minus lower function. So now I'm going to move to the examples and then it will be more clear. So find the area under fx, so where function is given, and the x-axis from x equals to 1 to 2. So this one is our type 1 problem. So we're going to figure out the area. So this area, so from x1 to 2, so between the function and the x-axis. So this is our fx. And we know that area is given by the definite integral. So integral from 1 to 2 fx dx, or function in this case is 5x raised to power 4 plus 5x dx. So using the power rule, so integral of this would be x raised to power 5 over 5 plus integral of 5x, that would be 5 times x squared over 2, and then we have the value of limits from 1 to 2, and then we do upper limit minus lower limit. So we notice that 5 and 5 cancels, so we can do, okay, I'm just going to write one more step. So we have x raised to power 5 plus 5 over 2 x squared. So limits are from 1 to 2. So when we plug in the values, so 2 raised to power 5 plus 5 over 2 times 2 square, upper limit minus lower limit. So 1 raised to power 5 minus 5 over 2, 1 square. So overall, when we solve it, we get 38.5 square units. So that is our area, that is between the function and the x-axis and from 1 to 2. So this was our type 1 problem, easy peasy. You just simply find the definite integral and that's your answer. All right, so in the next example, we need to find the area between the function and the t-axis. So this is our t-axis, and of course, this is our ft. So in this case, so when you want to figure out this area plus this area, so first step is we find the intercepts, t-intercept. So we find the points where this function cuts the t-axis. So it means we need to figure out the value of t when ft becomes 0, when the height of the function becomes 0. So ft equal to 0 implies t cube minus t equal to 0, which implies t times t square minus 1 equal to 0. So either t is 0 or t square minus 1 is 0. So which means t square equals to 1 or t is equal to plus minus 1. So we got three values, three intercepts, 0, -1 and 1. So this is -1, this is 0 and this is 1. So now the second step is we set up our definite integrals. Let's call this area 1 and call this area 2, and in the end we can just add both areas together. So for area 1, so what we're going to do is, so a1 is given by integral from -1 to 0, and the curve is t cube minus t dt. So integral of t cube is t raised to power 4 over 4 minus t square over 2, and the limits of integration are from -1 to 0, and we do upper limit minus lower limit. So 0 minus 0, and lower limit is -1 raised to power 4 over 4 minus -1 square over 2. 4, okay, so we get 1 over 4 in the end, because 1/4 minus half, that will give us 1 over 4. All right, so similarly we need to find our second area. So let's figure out our area number 2. So area number 2 is below the x-axis, so that's why I'm finding it separately, because we're gonna get a negative answer. So that is area 2 is equal to integral from 0 to 1, and our function is t cube minus t dt. So we take the integral t4 over 4 minus t square over 2, and the limits of integration are from 0 to 1. So we get 1 raised to power 4 over 4 half, and then minus 0 minus 0. So overall we get -1/4 square units. So in this case, this negative sign shows us that this is below the x-axis. So in the end, when we are interested in the total area, so we're gonna just add the areas together. So step 3 is find total area. So total area is equal to a1 plus absolute value of a2. So we get 1 over 4 plus absolute value of -1 over 4. So 1 over 4 plus 1 over 4, which is half square units. So that's how we calculate the areas. So if you have some areas above the axis, some below the axis, so we're just gonna take the absolute values and add them together. All right, so let's do one more similar example. So find the area between the x-axis and the curve 25 minus x squared. So we have this curve 25 minus x squared. We want to figure out the area between the x-axis from x equals to 2 to x equals to 6. Again, we notice that we have some area which is above the x-axis, and we have some area which is below the x-axis. So for that reason, we first need to figure out this point of intersection so that we can split it into two integrals. So first step is find your x-intercept. So that means we see where the function becomes 0. So 25 minus x squared equal to 0 implies x squared equals to 25. So x equals to plus minus 5. But we only need plus 5 for our purposes. So this is 5, and we are finding from 2 to 6. So step 2 is we evaluate our separate integrals. Let's call this a1 and let's call this a2. So let's first find a1. So in order to find a1, area 1, so we need to set up integral from 2 to 5 of the function 25 minus x squared dx. So this integral is 25x minus x cubed over 3, and the values limits are from 2 to 5. So we plug in the limits. So we get 25 times 5 minus 5 cube over 3 minus 25 times 2 minus 2 cube over 3. So when we evaluate it, we get 36 as our answer. So now we're gonna figure out our second integral, which is below the area below. So area below, so that A2. So this one is A2. So that is gonna be integral from 5 to 6. So integral 5 to 6 of the same function. And we know that integral of this is 25x minus x cube over 3. Values are from 5 to 6. And we put upper limit minus lower limit. So again, upper limit minus lower limit. So overall we get negative 5 1 over 3. But since we know that we want to find the total area, we just want the absolute values. So total area, so in step 3 we get our total area. So step 3 is total area. So total area is equals to A1 plus absolute value of A2. So A1 is 36, A2 is absolute value of A2 is 5 and 1/3. So overall we get 41 and 1/3 square units. So that is our required area. Now we move to our next type of area problem. So find the area between the two parabolas y equal to x square and y is equal to 2x minus x square. So we notice that this as y is equal to x square and we have another parabola y is equal to 2x minus x square which is facing downwards. And our goal is to find the area between these two parabolas. So first step is we're gonna figure out the points of intersection. So we're gonna figure out this point and this point. So let's find. So step 1 is find the intersection points. So for intersection points, we set fx equals to gx, like both the functions are same, so both the heights are same. So you can call this as fx, you can call this as gx. So both the heights are same at intersection point, so it means first curve is equal to second curve, and from here we get 2x square. So x square plus x square is 2x square is equal to 2x. So 2x square minus 2x equal to 0. So 2x common and we get x minus 1 equal to 0. So from here we get either x is 0 or x is equal to plus 1. So it means the intersection points are 0 and plus 1. So second step is we're going to set up our integral. So in order to find this shaded area, so we can find the area under the upper curve. So it means that definite integral is going to be integral of 0 to 1 to x minus x square dx. So that is our upper curve. And then area under the lower curve. So in this case, the lower curve area under the lower curve area under, so this is the area that we're gonna subtract. So that is the area under our x square curve. So integral from 0 to 1 x square dx. So we get our required area. So let's calculate this integral. So 0 to 1. So we can just combine them together. So 2x minus x square minus x square dx. So our integral is from 0 to 1 2x minus 2x square dx. So integral of 2x is 2x square over 2 minus 2x cube over 3 and then limits are from 0 to 1. So we notice that this 2 and 2 cancels out. So then we put upper limit minus lower limit. So that would be 1 square minus 2 times 1 cube over 3. So minus 0 minus 0. So overall we get 1 over 3 square units as our required area. So 1 over 3 square units. So this is our third type of area problem in which we find the area between two curves. So just a recap of what we did in the area problem so far. So in order to solve the area problems, you need to sketch the function and then find the x-intercept of the function if the function crosses the x-axis. If there are two functions involved, then we find the points of intersections. So then we find point of intersection and then we set up the definite integral and we use the rules of integration to evaluate our integrals. I hope that makes sense. So let's just do one more example just to do more practice. Find the area between the two power curves y is equal to x cube and y equals to x square. So here we have y is equal to x square and our other curve is y is equal to x cube. So first step is we find the point of intersection. For that we set the two functions equal. So the heights of the functions are equal. So it means x cube and x square are equal. So from here we get x cube minus x square equals to 0, which means x square times x minus 1 equal to 0. So either x is 0 or x equals to 1. So there are 2 points of intersection. So one is this one and another one is when x equals to 1. All right, so now the question says we need to find the area from x equals to 0.6. So 0.6 would be somewhere here to 1.2, which would be somewhere here. So in order to find this, so we're gonna figure out the area between the curve from these. So it means basically we are looking for this area and this area. So now we're gonna set up our integral. So I have split it into A1 and A2. So first let's try to figure out A1. So in a case of A1, so we need to set up an integral from 0.6 to 1. And so we're going to do upper function minus lower function. So upper function in this case is y equal to x square. So x square minus, so lower function is x cube dx. So we notice that in the interval 0.6 to 1, which function is the upper function? So x square is the upper function. So we're going to find all the area under x square and we're going to subtract the area that is under x cube. So that's why we do upper function minus lower limit and lower function. And then we evaluate this integral. So this integral would be, so integral of x square is x cube over 3 minus x4 over 4. And the limit values are from 0.6 to 1. So we do upper limit minus lower limit. So we get 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4 and then minus 0.6 cube over 3 minus 0.6 raised to power 4 over 4. And we can evaluate this value. So we get approximately 0.043733. And similarly we can figure out our second area and we set up integral for that one. So let's see integral from 1 to 1.2. So if we notice here, so in this case our upper function is x cube and lower function is x square. So we set up the integral x cube minus x square dx. So we apply the integration rules and we put the limit from 1 to 1.2. So that is 1.2 raised to power 4 over 4 minus 1.2 cube over 3 minus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3, and we get approximately 0.025733. And in the end, so since we are interested in the total area, so we do A1 plus A2. So total area is given by A1 plus A2, which is about these many square units. I hope that makes sense. So the overall what we learned from this video is, for any area problem, first sketch the function and then find the x-intercept of the function if the function crosses x-axis. If the two functions are involved, find their point of intersection, then set up the definite integral and use the integration rules to solve the integral. Alright, so I hope this makes sense. So if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Bye for now.